Hello, YouTube, the Kingpin of Cinema,
and the QB999.
though he really doesn't matter. Anyhow, we're here with a movie review, a little bit late movie review. You're gonna have to forgive us. We have busy lives, or at least I do.
I know I do. I don't know about you.
Mine is more busy. Yours doesn't matter.
You know, playing Final Fantasy IV or whatever for the 16th time.
And it's worth it every time. Anyhow, our movie review of Fast 5.
This is in case you don't know, the 5th installment of a series called Fast and Furious.
Yeah, we've gone from Fast and Furious to Fast to Furious, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, to Fast.
Yeah, it was just Fast,
It was
wasn't it?
Fast. So then Fast 5. If you don't know the chronologically, shouldn't it be like Fast and Furious 4, Fast 2 should be the real title to this.
I don't know. Anyway, so the movie genre kind of speaks for itself. It's about drag racing, basically.
Or at least it was.
Until, I mean, we really haven't seen any of the other ones before this. I remember seeing the first one.
Yeah, I've seen the first one.
I didn't see the others, and then we came back and saw this one simply for The Rock.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest. I am kind of a Dwayne Johnson fan.
When he's being a badass.
Mostly for the rundown. Because that movie is awesome, and it really showed the potential of what a great character he can be on screen.
See, when he's a badass, he's doing good, but then when he's like the Tooth Fairy, then not so much. That must be why he went back to wrestling.
Yeah.
Anyway, this one actually got a lot of really good reviews, which is why we went and saw it in the first place.
Yeah, and we saw it in IMAX as well.
Yeah, which was kind of surprising. Of all the movies to be in IMAX...
It was an IMAX movie, and I don't know why, because nothing was filmed in IMAX quality. I guess you get the added sound benefit of the IMAX theater, or in our case, IMAX half, because our theater isn't a full IMAX screen.
No.
That's a story for another day on my feelings on IMAX half. But, you know, I don't know why this had to be on IMAX, because there's no IMAX quality.
It's just to exemplify the explosions and the gunshots, which is what this movie is.
Yeah,
So overall, this is gonna be short and sweet. The movie was fun. It was fun to watch. It had big explosions. However, I wouldn't call it Fast and the Furious. It's like if Ocean's 11 met Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, because it's like you said, the movies are supposed to be like drag racing, where like they're criminals that drag race, but then use their cars to steal. While you do get the stealing part, there's no real street racing.
There's a couple of side little here's and there's about it.
There's like one real street race. Then there's two that happen off screen that you don't see. Most of the driving is like pulling off thefts or training. And then the training portion of it never comes into effect of the story anyways.
And so the real thing about this, the reason why it's Ocean's 11 done with cars is because they're bringing together a team of people from all over that each have a special ability or talent in order to steal a shitload of money.
From a drug lord.
Just like Ocean's 11.
Kind of betrayed him, or didn't betray him. I know, the movie is so vague on its story. It's like, okay, we get hired for a job to steal cars. Okay? I'm with you there. We steal two of said cars, but then Vin Diesel's like, oh, they're
gonna fuck us up.
They're gonna screw us over, and I guess they have a falling out. And there's a part where Vin Diesel and the main character are like chained up, and then the dude comes in and he's like, we're gonna find that car that your lady friend stole, and blah 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 blah, and he walks out, and I guess he lets him go after that, because the very next scene they're like talking to the girl.
No, it's because they escape.
They didn't even show the escape.
It was very fast and abrupt, but it did show. It's like they kicked the guy and they punched the other guy, and yeah, they escaped pretty easily.
Wow, I must have missed that.
I think you did.
Because it was like, one moment they're chained up, and then in the next they're talking to the girl. I must have
You must have blacked out.
I must have blanked out there for a second, because I totally missed that escape.
But anyway, so of course, they have the big final chase scene where they steal the money. You know, you saw it in the trailers where they're hauling the safe through the city. And then, of course, it ends on, like, a big climax. The big bad guy, you know, he also fucked over The Rock, too, by killing his whole team. So The Rock, being the badass he is, just walks up and shoots the guy on the ground, not even bothering to arrest him or anything.
Yeah, so much for law, justice, and whatnot.
Well, they are in Rio, which they do make very prominent. We actually did see the movie Rio. And, you know, they had a couple scenes where you see the Jesus statue up in the hills. They use that scene for, like, every transition in this movie.
5 times. I counted. They used it 5 times. It's like, okay, we get it. We're in Rio.
We're waiting for the Jesus statue to wink at us.
Like, you know, from, like, American Tail, where they fly by the Statue of Liberty and it winks at them. Why couldn't they have done that with the Jesus statue? That would have made the movie amazing. Either one of them, Rio or Fast 5.
But anyway, so, of course, it ends.
Missed opportunity.
The big climax ends, they get away, and you find out, oh, during this small portion, there was an elaborate plot to get the real... It turns out to be a fake safe, and here's how they got the real safe hidden away and everything. And then, of course, you see everyone, what they're doing with all their shares of the money.
Yeah.
Basic Ocean's 11, that's all it was.
Yeah, it's just absolutely ridiculous, this movie.
And then they even have an ending scene after, or towards, like, the middle of the credits, where... I don't know, because we didn't see the previous movies, I'm guessing we're missing something, but they show, like...
We're missing a lot.
They show, like, a woman that I guess was presumed dead or something.
It looks like Michelle Rodriguez.
And we're guessing... Maybe. And we're guessing she may have been from a previous movie, but like we said, we didn't watch them, so we don't know.
We don't know, and I frankly don't care about Fast 6, or the real title, Fast Furious 5, Fast 3. And you know what? You know, it's another thing to mention about the movie series is that it's out of order. Tokyo Drift is actually the 5th one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the Asian guy dies in Tokyo Drift. Fast 4 and Fast 5 are prequels to Tokyo Drift.
Huh.
This is a confusing series. It boggles my mind. Now, what did I actually think of this movie? Honestly, I was bored with it. Early on, I was like, this is kind of fun. You know, early on in the film, you got, like, this really cool chase sequence on foot. And you got, like, Dwayne Johnson who grabs a guy and breaks his neck with one arm. Like, oh, that's awesome. And then it just got stupid, I guess, after that point. And my brain just kind of just went, shut off. And I was like, I'm really bored. I care nothing about these characters. There's no consequences for anything happening here. Yeah, you have him driving around with a huge safe, and it's like smashing through buildings, smashing cars. You know, cars are flipping. And it's like Armageddon on the streets of Rio, and it's like nobody cares. It's like. I'm sure if that really happened, if somebody drove a huge safe around a city, you know, 50 people would be dead. I mean, these horrific crashes with these cop cars, yeah, I guess they're corrupted police officers, but aren't all of them dead or severely injured? And no one cares.
It is Rio.
Yeah, it is Rio.
Well, anyway, so Fast 5 or Ocean's 11... Or Ocean's 14, I guess it would be.
Or Ocean's 14, Fast and the Furious 4, Fast 2, I say...
It had big explosions, you know, I think I just preferred it more because it was in IMAX, but I liked The Rock, seeing him in action pose again.
Yeah.
In an action film. It's where he belongs.
Even though I was really bored with it, you know, maybe you should just go see it. You know, you might get a laugh out of it. Maybe you can turn off your brain a lot easier than I can.
See, that's why I actually wanted to go see it, was because, you know, life getting you down sometime. It's good to go see a movie where you just turn off your brain and enjoy the violence.
I was bored. That's all I have to say.
I'm sorry, Fast 5 wasn't intellectually stimulating to you.
It could have been. I mean, why not? What else can they do with the series?
Go in space with Saw?
Yeah, why not? Well, I think that's all we have to say about Fast 5, and as always, if you don't like it, okay.